Oh, there you go. Oh, oh yeah, good fish. Well, good afternoon and welcome back to another fishing adventure. It's an absolutely stunning day here and I'm out with a couple of boys on our kayaks in search of some silver. Now, there are a lot of birds working in this area and there have been a lot of birds working in this area over the last week or so, so fingers crossed there's going to be some action in here once the tide turns. This is new area for me, new area for us, you guys watching this. I've never fished this area before. These guys fish it. I tend to fish on the other side of the tower and other side of the reef. So yeah, we're just going to wing it, see how it goes, work some top waters, work some soft plastics, see what the fish are taking. You guys are coming for the ride. A few boats dotted around. We won't get in their way. We'll go fishing and we'll go from there. And once we get out there, I'll let you know what I'm using, what we're throwing, what we're chucking. And yeah, let's go fishing. Yeah. Right, here we go. The boys are already catching fish, so. Now if I see any stingrays, I'll let you see, because I've just seen one flapping around as I was coming into this area. This is so beautiful. And a fish. The bait fish coloured frosty to start off with. I'll just work it along the top. Wow, this is beautiful. Absolutely stunning around here. I'm just going to drift through here. Just go with the tide. Just fishing a surface lure to start off with. Might not work, and then if not, I'll just go to a small soft plastic and work it. We'll see how it goes, see if we get any top water action. Oh, a big fish just came up behind me then. Did you see that on the camera right in front of us? Bloody beautiful ground this, really is nice. It's running beautifully, weed, heads. I really do like it when you go to somewhere new where you've never been before, just like so. And what you can see in front of me is the depressions of rocks and water running over the weed itself. This is totally new ground to me. I've never really fished here before, so fingers crossed we can break the mold. Oh, there's a good fish just come up to me there. On again. See if we can get that one. Did you see that? Multiple hits. I'm glad I put the factor 50 on my legs because I'm going to burn a lot. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, bang. Two big hits. Must be some fish in this area. And I'm just skipping this along the top. You can see me just lifting my rod every so often and reeling at the same time, just so it kind of seesaws, skips sideways across the surface. Oh, no, 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 no. Birds. Birds are going for my lure. Whoa! This is beautiful ground. You know when you're working your surface lure well because the birds are going after it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, it's off. Yep. Fish on. Yep. He just slammed me. There we go, first fish of the session. He's not that big. Oh yeah. He's not a bad fish as well. Probably. Well, there we go, first fish of the session. Always have a pair of these. They help so much. And I was just casting that into a little weed patch with a bit of run. There we go. First fish of the session. Not too big, not too small. Good bit of fun. Bit nice just to get some surface action. Lovely little fish. Cannot complain. Hopefully there's going to be more to come in the next couple of hours. And he gave you a splash goodbye. Well, first fish, can't complain. Let's carry on. See all the birds diving around in front of me. Fingers crossed this is a sign. I'm going to have a little go at this kind of area just in front of me. Hopefully you guys can see this. There's a sunken rock in front of me. I'm just going to bring this top water over and around it, see if there's any fish holding on it. Kind of just use my foot to stop me a little bit. Oh, what's that? See that? Good. Loads of fish on me right now. I think they're garfish. Garfish are snipe. Loads of them just attacking my surface lure just then. Seems to be a lot of fish around this area. Chasing the bait fish. That was a massive school of snipe that just imploded on my lure. They're very picky. They've got small beaks. Right, the tide slowed down, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish a weedless lure just like so. This is kind of like a one-up kind of shad, you know, wakasaki kind of colour, like a sandy colour. And all I'm doing is I'm fishing in an area where the weed below me, as you can probably see in these kind of areas, is touching the top of the surface. I'm just looking for fish that are in and around this area, just planted, just waiting for the tide to kind of move. So all I'm going to do is just have a little flick in this area, as I was saying, weedless, weightless, and I'm just going to just let that drop in and around, just fishing it ever so slowly, just to see if we can get a bite. Just a little fish moving around in this kind of area. I don't really know where the boys have gone, to be honest, so fingers crossed we can pick out a fish with this. That would be delightful. If we don't, we don't. Who cares? New area, trying new things or tactics that I use. But yeah, let's see if that works. Right, I've just moved into this little weed patchy area and I thought there's definitely going to be some fish in here. So instead of going top water, change the tactics totally to this little one-up kind of shad. Weedless, totally weedless. Oh, there you go. Oh, oh yeah, good fish. Oh, oh yeah, oh yes. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's in the weed. Boom, second fish. Now in front of me you can probably see that there's like weed sticking out on the surface. That's why I've gone for the totally weedless, weightless approach here. Trying to pick off fish that are literally just sitting in the weed doing nothing, because that's what they do when the tide's at its lowest. It's always a good way of picking up a better fish as well. Kind of like American style bass fishing. The thing is, you can't really cast it too far. It's a good way of getting some action. Just reeling it really slow. This is my type of fishing. I love this stuff. Hope you guys can see this a little bit better. I'm just bringing it in ever so slowly. And we'll go back to top water a little bit after, when I can start seeing fish again, which I can't at the moment. Oh, this is absolutely stunning. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. This is really peaceful, really nice. Bit slow, this kind of fishing, but as I say, it's a good way of picking up better fish that are just sitting around in the weed. It's very shallow in here, but very weedy. Same approach, just using this really small lure. Right, I just had a little 30-minute break, get a bit of juice in me, a bit of liquid. Had a little scout around to see if I could see anything, and this area is kind of taken what I believe there's going to be fish here, because these birds have just been dancing all over this area for a good amount of time. So, right, mixing it up. I'm going to go for the yellow bone top water. I'm actually making my way in towards the oyster beds, and I'm going to have a flick around those, I think. While I do, I'm just going to stop in these little lagoons and see if there's any fish on any of these little weed beds that I'm coming across, just holding up in the tide. Right, I've come right in close now, but I found some lovely ground, some weedy area, so fingers crossed there are some fish around. Save the day, because it's been a shite session. Oh, that was a good fish. It's the first hit I've had in a while. Massive take. Did you see that? I don't know if you did, because of the sun. We're just fishing over basically oyster beds. There's rows and rows and rows of them here, so if we do hook a fish, we're gonna have to be hard on it. Yup, fish on. There we go. Small fish. Little baby fish. Not the little fish there, not the fish that came after me before, but hopefully there's some more in this area now. That was it. What the fuck just happened there? I just clipped my lure off somehow. Probably with my... Did you see that? I just clipped my lure off. with my scissors, but we got the frosty back. Let's keep going. Hopefully there's some better fish in here. That fish that came up for me before was a good fish. Finally the sun is gone. Shouldn't wish the sun away, but it's been annoying me tonight. Oh, there we go. Bang! The quality. I don't know how big this is, it's coming towards me. Lovely top watery. There we go. That thing slammed me. Chill out, mate. I'm going to let you go. There we go. Right. That's 2 fish to the good in here. Let's hope there's some bigger fish. That fish from before is going to haunt me. I'm right above all the beds now, so if there's any bait fish in here, there's going to surely be more bass. Proper serenity this, isn't it? Just as that light fades, it's kind of beautiful, majestic. Well, we're coming close to the very end of the session, to be honest. It's been a slow kind of session, but I have had fish. I've started to pick up fish in this kind of area where we're fishing over some beds. I did hook into, or had an attack from a massive fish, really big fish. The explosion was insane. I think oh, there's a fish behind me right now. The explosion was insane. Yeah, you can't have it all. Big shout out to Mr. Fish. If anyone's watching this still and you're not bored yet, got these from Mr. Fish. They kind of protect you from the sun. Long sleeve top, really good stuff. Little holes to put your thumbs in, which I'm not really a fan of, but if you are, it's got a hood on it. It's also got like a face mask, like that. Really is a nice option for when you're being out on the kayak, to be honest. Keeps the sun off you. Just over sand here, it's not really the best. But yeah, it's been fun. We've been targeting weed beds. There's been rocky areas, sandy kind of areas. It was kind of a new area to me, somewhere that I've never really fished. So it was nice to come out and give it a go. I probably will stick to my own little areas, but hey ho, can't have it all. Yeah? Nice fish? Oh.